Namaste students. In my previous video, I have told you the difference between formal and informal letters. Now I am going to teach you how to write informal letters. I am going to tell you how to develop the content. What type of expressions you have to use while writing. Suppose I will tell you the opening expressions, and then I will tell you how to respond to the news and making comments. Suppose you got a letter and you have received a news, so how to respond to that, and I will tell you how to develop the purpose of writing, and sometimes if you have to mention the consequences of any letter, consequences of any situation which someone is facing and to whom you are writing, so I will let you know each and everything. Before that, I am going to discuss with you the layout of informal letters. Informal letters are very easy to write, but language should be what type of language you have to use. This is what I am going to discuss with you today. So keep looking at the board without wasting time. Let's start. So first of all, in sender setters, you have to write. Sender setters, as I have already told you in formal letters, you have to write sender setters. Sender setters means who is writing the letter, भेजने वाले को जो पता होता है लेटर भेजने वाले को. And so how to write like 33 model town Chandigarh. Okay. After that, date. After that, you have to write date. Keep one line and write the date like 10 August 2020. After that, receiver's address. New means in informal letters you need not to write receiver's address. You just have to use salutation like dear. You will write dear, and now dear brother, dear sister, dear father, dear mother, dear uncle, dear aunt, dear grandfather, dear grandmother, dear friend. So you can fill in this blank whatever to whom you are writing the letter. So informal letter, I have told you that you always write informal letter to your friends and relatives. So that's why you are going to use dear mother, dear father, and whatever relation you want to mention this blank. So this is the format. Then now I will teach you how to develop the content. What type of expressions you have to use into the opening line. I am going to tell you. Let me read it first. Now, opening expressions. In opening expressions, how you will write? What you will write? Maximum students used to write like thanks for your letter. Thank you so much for writing. How are you? How have you been? How is everything going? And hope this letter will find you in a best of your health and a cheerful spirit. And I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing fine. Hope you are fine. So there are lots of expressions when you have to start a informal letter. So how you will thank for your letter. Thank for your letter. Thank you so much for your letter. Thank you so much for your letter. These are the opening expressions you have to write. You can start. How are you? How are you? How have you been? How have you been? How have you been? Hope you are. Hope you are fine. Hope you are fine. And I I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing well. And next expression you can use. Next expression like hope this letter will find you in best of your health. Best of your health and cheerful spirit. Hope this letter will find you in best of your health and cheerful spirit. And I hope you are doing fun. There are a lot of expressions like these expressions I have written on the board. So there are many expressions, a lot of expressions you can use in the opening lines of informal letters. It means why you use this type of expression to make the language more intimate. When you have to show your love, so you people always have to use this type of expression. So this type of expression you are going to start. Now I will tell you how to write the content. So opening lines you have to start like this. Opening lines you have to start like this. These are the opening lines. Suppose if you receive a letter, if you got any news, and if you have to make comment on any incident or on any event, how you will respond? So responding to news and making comment. Responding to news and making comments. How you will write this type of letter? If you have to make comment, suppose you can write your last letter was a real surprise. What a wonderful news about. I have just received your letter. I am so happy or I am so sad to hear this. And it was lovely to hear from you, and it was great to get your letter. Sorry for not writing for so long. I am sorry. I have not written for so long because I am busy in something. You can give the reason. So there are a lots of expressions you can use in this type of letters when you have to respond to any news or you have to make comment. So what you can write? Your last letter. You can write your last letter was a surprise. Your last letter was a surprise. What a wonderful news about. What a wonderful news about. If the news is good, so you can use this expression. And your last letter was a surprise. So if you have to make comment on the letter, if you have, suppose you have received any letter from your friend, and now you have to make a comment, you have to reply to him. Or if you receive any news for your uncle, for your aunt, or for your friend, then you have to reply. You can use this type of expression. I have just received your letter. I have just received. I have not written I have used this contracted form. I will tell you why I have used this. You just have to keep it in mind. I have just received. I can write I and complete have, but I have written I have just received your letter. Your letter. I will tell you that why I have written this contracted form. I am so happy. Even you can write I am so happy. I was so happy, or so happy or sad. It was lovely to hear from you. It was lovely to hear from. It was lovely to hear from you. So it was lovely to hear from you. It was great to get a letter. It was great to get a letter from you. And you can write, I'm sorry I have not written for so long. I'm sorry for not writing so long. You can write here, sorry for not writing so long. Sorry for not writing so long. And I'm sorry I have not written for so long, because now you can give the reason that I am busy. I'm sorry I have I will write it on the board that I'm sorry I have not written for so long, but I was really busy with. You have to write, I'm sorry. Here I am also using contracted form. I'm sorry for not writing so long, but I was really busy with. I was really busy with. So you have to give the reason that why you have not written for so long if you are writing. So if you have to respond to a news, or if you have to make comment, so this type of expressions, my dear friends, you have to use. Your last letter was a real surprise. What a wonderful news about. I have just received your letter. I am so happy. I was so happy. I am so happy or sad. I was or I am. And it was lovely to hear from you. It was great to get a letter from you. Sorry for not writing. This type of expressions you can use while responding to news or making comments. Now next I am going to tell you what you need to mention while writing an informal letter. You have to write the reason why you are writing. So reason of writing. Because when you write to someone, obviously without reason you will not write. So you have to mention the reason of writing. Reason of writing. Reason of writing. Reason of writing. Why you are writing the letter? First of all, what's the purpose of? You can say reasons, and I will add one more word. Purpose, reasons. Purpose or reason of writing the letter. What is the purpose? I am writing to tell you about. You have to write what type of expressions you are going to use, how to develop line. I am going to tell you about what you are going to. I would like to give you some good news about my life in the party last week. Was the party we have celebrated. The party last week was a great fun for all of us, great enjoyment for all of us. My visit to Paris was awesome. So there are lots of expressions which you can make. I am writing this expression on the board for you so that it will become more convenient and easy for you to develop the content of a informal letter. So I am writing to tell you about. I am again contracted form. I will tell you. I am writing to tell you about. This is a expression. Means you have to write in formal letter this way. I would like to give you some news. I would like to give you. I would like to give you a very good news. A very good news. A very good news. I would like to give you a very good news about. A very good news about. You can add about. I would like to give you a very good news about and my new life in. My new life in. Suppose now you are living a hostel. What kind of life you are living? Suppose you are living with your grandmother in a village. What type of life you are living? You are living with your father in a metropolitan city. So what type of life you are living? So you can start my life, my new life in. The party last week. The party last week. My life in Paris. My life in Paris. America, you can write whatever the name of country you want to write. So this type of expressions you have to use because when you will write in formal letter, so this is a necessary. Obviously, you will write why you are. You will give the reason why you are writing. So this type of expressions, my dear student, you have to use. These are written on the board. Now I will discuss with you that if you receive a letter, suppose your friend has fallen in a bad company, and you have to make him aware about the consequences of falling into bad company, then what are the results? If you have to mention the results of something, then how you will get the results? Like we always use as a result of this, we have to, consequently we would like to, in the result of this is that, and that is why we had to, because of that, means there are lots of expressions which you can use. So I am going to write as a result of this result. If you have to mention the results of something, then how you will as a result of this. As a result of this, we have to. So we have to do this. We have to do this. So if you are trapped in a situation, so the result of that situation, what you will do, what is your further action about it, and consequently, we would like to, consequently we would like to, and the result of this is that the result of this is that you can write because of that is why, there are lots of expressions, students, you can use. So that is why we have, means these are the expressions I have discussed with you, and as a result of this we have to, consequently we would like to, the result of this is that, because of that, these are the expressions you can use when you have to write about the result or consequences of something. These are the expressions which you can use. Now what are the precautions, what are the measures you should take while writing the content? What are the measures which you have to take? What are the things which you need to learn while writing the content properly? Your content should be organized. There should not be lack of coherence. So how you will write? So first of all, how to write the content. How to write the content? How you will learn? So dear students, I want to tell you, you may have more than 2 paragraphs. You may have more than 2 paragraphs depending on the recipient, depending on who the recipient is, depending on who the recipient is, will wear, and you will means the level of informality is varying, because depending on the content. If your recipient is elder than you, so if recipient is elder than you, how much informal you can be with your elders, and how much informal you can be with your friend. So it always depends on the, means you will have varying level of informality. You need to keep it in mind. So first of all, means you may write 2 paragraphs. 2 paragraphs. ठीक है, and depending on who is the recipient, means receiver, इसको लेटर लिख रहे हो, so who is the recipient, so you will have varying level of informality. Informality means how much you can be. Suppose you are writing a letter to your grandfather, so it depends on your how much informal you can be with your grandfather. It depends on your level of intimacy. And you how much informal you can be with your friend, how much informal you can be with your uncle, your aunt, your elder sister. So it depends on the recipient of the letter. The next is, and you know that this thing is generally accepted. This thing is generally accepted that we can use contracted form while writing the informal letters. Contracted form, I have while I'm writing the expressions on the board, I have used a lot of contracted forms. So these contracted forms we can use while writing the informal letters, like can't instead of cannot, haven't instead of have not. I have written. I will give you example. It is generally accepted. It is generally accepted that we can use contracted forms while writing informal letters like can't instead of cannot. Same way, haven't instead of have not. I am instead of I am. So it is generally accepted, and we can use contracted forms while writing the informal letters. Next thing I am going to tell you that you may also use a more colloquial language. Means your tone should be like your tone should be chatty tone. Chatty tone means बातचीत वाली जो tone होती है. Your tone should be chatty, that might use in speech, or mild slang words you can use. Mild slang words you can use. Let me read it first, then I will tell you. Means you can use now what type of language you have to use in writing these letters. In writing these letters, what type of language you are to use? You might use means you may also use more colloquial language. You may also use more colloquial language. You may also use more colloquial language. Means colloquial language means the language which is used in while interacting to people. Means more एक साधारण बोलचाल की जो भाषा होती है, that means colloquial language, not very tough or formal language. Colloquial language means the language which we use to interact with each other, that is colloquial language. And means chatty tone, that might use in speech. Chatty tone means बातचीत की tone होनी चाहिए. Chatty tone that we use in speech, and mild slang and sorry, I have used and mild slang words. Slang words means there are lots of words which we use while interacting with each other, but they have no meaning. So mild slang words, not every slang words. So we can use this type of slang words also. The next is punctuations can be less formal. The punctuation marks which we use, they can be less formal. Exclamation mark, sign of exclamation. First of all, let me write punctuation. Punctuation can be less formal. can be less formal. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. This mark exclamation used to express shock or joy. This type of exclamation mark in informal letters are always used to express shock or joy. If on the sudden demise of someone, so you can use this type of expression. Oh my God, how can this happen? And if you are in a funny mood, if you are in a mood to make a joke, then you can also use exclamation mark. And means dashes instead of commas. Dashes means like this type of word. Dashes instead of commas. Dashes instead of commas and brackets are always used to separate the references, to separate additional ideas or references. Brackets are used to separate additional ideas and references. So these are used for bracket. Means the punctuation marks which we use in informal letters can be less formal. This is the thing you need to keep it in mind. And the next last step is complementary clause. We also call it signing off. How to sign off or complementary clause. I have told you how to write the content, what type of expressions you have to use. So I think you all got it. The last thing I am going to teach you is signing off. Signing off. How to sign? And signing off means first of all yours loving. Signing off, how to start means degree of intimacy with the person, with the recipient, will determine you the way of signing. Let me write the degree of intimacy. The degree of intimacy. Intimacy means आपकी उसके साथ कितनी घनिष्ठता है, कितनी मित्रता है, कैसा रिलेशन है. Intimacy, degree of intimacy with the recipient will determine the way of signing off. Signing off means how you will sign off, how you will decide your degree of intimacy with the recipient, means to whom you are writing a letter, how much correlation you are sharing with the person to whom you are writing a letter will determine how you will sign off. So you can also sign off like by writing yours loving, kind regards, warm regards, yours truly, kind regards, warm regards. Okay, and yours loving I have already written. Yours loving, best wishes you can also write if you want to write. If you want to write best wishes. So in the end when you will sign off, so you have to close your letter with the word I have shared with you. And so dear students, I think whatever I should, being a teacher, whatever I know and whatever I feel to discuss with you regarding informal letters, I have tried to teach you, I have tried to touch every corner of informal letters, and in my next video I am going to write for you 2 or 3 sample informal letters. So till then you have to wait, and then I will clear you each and everything. So till then, thank you. Have a nice day.